Partho, how are you?
I am fine. What about you?
I'm good as well, thank you. Okay, so our topic for today is a stranger versus you. A little weird. So, okay, so we have two idioms first.
Okay.
One is to rely on the kindness of strangers. This one's pretty easy. What do you think it means?
It's mean depends on a stranger.
Right, yeah, it means to depend on the kindness of strangers and the people who are around us, but we don't know them, right? So, for example, we have a sentence here. Many of us choose or have to leave home in search of work. Without friends and family around us, we must rely on the kindness of strangers. So we leave our houses, we shift cities for work, and we don't have a family and friends there, but we have to rely on the kindness of strangers to get us through, right? And even the second idiom is pretty easy, a heart of gold. So a heart of gold obviously refers to a person who is very kind and generous.
Yes, like a sentence. Mother Teresa, she was a heart of gold. That why she is called altruistic.
Exactly. Mother Teresa had a heart of gold. She helped a lot of people. And yeah, exactly. So, okay. So, our topic for today is a stranger versus you. So, this is basically about if you would put a stranger before yourself. So what does this idiom mean? To put someone before yourself. What does this mean?
Meet with a stranger. That's it.
Sorry?
Meet with a stranger.
No. So to put someone before yourself means to take care of someone's needs before your own needs. For example, if you think of your parents' happiness before your own happiness, then you'll say, I put my parents before me, or I put
Okay.
my parents' happiness before my own happiness. So the topic here is will you put a stranger before yourself? Which means, would you help a stranger before you help yourself? That's the topic of the day. Okay.
Okay.
So, right. So, your situation here is that you have an important event, like the last session. So, you have an important event, maybe an exam, okay, or maybe a wedding or a job interview, maybe. And you're in your car and you're driving there, but suddenly you spot someone lying on the road, deserted. Do you know what the meaning of this word is, deserted?
Stuck there.
No. So deserted means left alone. There is no one
Okay.
around. Yeah,
Okay.
so
Okay. Okay.
deserted. So yeah, you find someone deserted on the road, and the person is bleeding heavily, and you would need to quickly take them to the hospital. You'll need to call for help, call for an ambulance, so that their life is saved. So, and because of this, you miss your appointment. So my question to you is, if you were in that situation, what would you do and why?
Well, I have an appointment also that time.
Yes.
Mm, okay. I try to call some person to come that place.
Okay, so you don't even have your phone or any numbers. You have to do something yourself. So, what would you
Okay.
do?
Or the hospital or nursing home doctor's chamber, how many kilometers are there? It's very far.
Sorry?
It's very far or what?
I guess I mean, yeah, it's considerable distance, like 10, 15 minutes. I don't know. But like you again, if even if you reach there, you'll have to stay and fill up formalities and everything, because hospitals don't start treating unless you fill up
Okay. Also,
everything.
also, also, I have no vehicle. Right?
Hmm?
I have no vehicle
You're in your car.
for my car. Okay. Then I take that person with my car, and then I start drive and go to my interview hall or then that time I told someone that take care of that person, so I can do both things.
Okay. So you would drive the person to a nearby hospital, and you'll ask someone to take care of him. Okay, all right. So do you think that you didn't have your phone, so you couldn't even remember any numbers? So do you think we should have some numbers memorized instead of just on the phone?
Uh, means I can get you. Please repeat again.
So we have all of our numbers on our phones, but do you think we should have
Okay.
some numbers memorized, like in a memory even, so that we can use
Yes,
them in
yes,
case of, yeah.
yes. Like your local police station number or
Mhm.
any doctor number, also and local hospital number, nursing home number, and your family healthcare number, health checkup with the health doctor, family doctor, and your parents number also, and some I think some official number and some needy people number, relatives. That number you must to know about.
Okay,
Remember
yeah,
that that's
right.
number.
And why should we remember all these numbers?
Because we don't know when we face any problem, and that time it's really helpful,
Right,
and it's
right.
working
Okay.
also.
So in case of emergencies.
Yes, in case of emergency.
Right. So for example, let's imagine that you decide to leave the person on the road and carry on because you have something very important. So would you feel any regret later?
Regret? No, I don't feel any regret for that.
Okay, why is that?
I don't feel any. Because if someone is feeling ill or that time, you need to protect that person, and you also cover your interview. So in that type of situation, you need to cover those. And if you are with that person to go to the hospital, that time you miss your interview. So it's you choose one road that two problem are become solved.
Hmm. Okay, all right. So you wouldn't regret it? You wouldn't regret leaving them on the road?
No. I don't leave that person the road. I take with her on my vehicle that I go to the
Okay.
interview.
Yeah,
And
but like for example, let's imagine that you did leave them on the road.
no,
Because you had
that time I will regret,
you
because
would
of a for a citizen
regret.
you should take care of that person, right?
Right. Okay. So like would you do anything to check on the person later on? You know, later on would
Yes,
you like? Mhm.
yes. If you admitted any person to take care of the take or go to the hospital, first priority to go to the hospital or nursing home. That time, doctor or some person asks you that how you get that person and where is from where she or he belong from, and that time you also some take some report, or then this thing also are part and parcel of a stranger you take care of.
Exactly. Okay. Right. So yeah. So you would check on them later, but the first priority is to hand them over to a hospital or a nursing home. Right. So what do you think is the most efficient way to manage such a situation? You know,
Mm, uh, in that situation, I don't find out any way to how to manage efficiently
manage
that
both the
situation.
things. Right.
Yes, manage both the thing.
Yeah. But
It's like
still,
a
I
horn
mean,
of dilemma, right?
right. But yeah, still you can choose to help the person first, and then you can call up the interview, your interviewers that I was caught up in something very important, and yeah, that's why I'm late. So they would understand. If they're
Yes.
sensible people, they would understand. So, for example, what happens in a lot of these kind of cases is that when you find someone like this on the road and you take them to the hospital, it gets a little bit legal. You have to fill up a lot of formalities. So would you want to get into that legal matter, or would you avoid that
The, no, I definitely go to the legal matter, but later.
later?
Uh, I tell them that I have an interview, so right, you can wait at the door, but then I come later. So
Okay,
that
so you would tell.
in the yes, in that way I handle both the situation.
Right. Okay. Great.
But I saw in movie that if those person do that thing, they also caught by the police because
They get
you will
caught.
do that thing.
Yes. True, true, true. Not just in movies, I've even heard of it like in real
Sad
life.
reality.
Hmm. Okay. So, okay. So have you ever faced any similar situation, or have you do you know someone who has been in such a situation?
No, not
No,
from
you haven't.
reality.
Okay. So do you know how to administer any first aid? Like, do
Mm,
you know how to do any first aid treatments? The basic medical treatments.
yes, I know because it's my
You do?
school days project. How to manage a first aid box, how to prepare that type of thing.
Oh, okay. So you learned it in school.
Yes, yes, work education type of project.
And are there any like processes that you are aware of, like for example CPR, or do you know how to do any of
No,
those?
no, 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 no. I don't know that thing
No.
about. I don't know everything.
Okay.
But
Okay. Okay. So do you think first aid is an important skill that everyone should learn?
yes. First is important because uh, doctor or any medical person are not available that exact point of time.
Right.
Yes, if you're bitten by a snake, that time what you do, what is your first thing to do? That time you should know about that what thing to do.
Hmm.
And I
Right.
mean
Exactly.
the doctor or medical person available after 1 hour or 2 hour. But at the night time that no one can available, you can go there. That time if first aid is much more important because
Right.
50%
Okay.
thing are done right if you do that.
Right. Yeah, 50% of the, yeah, the most, because the patient is in the most crucial stage. So if you like are able to help them in the most crucial stage, then maybe their life will be saved, or the possibility of them surviving will increase considerably. Right. Okay. Great. So, for example, let's take this case. What all would you do before the ambulance comes up? For
Yes,
example, if they
before
are
the
bleeding heavily, what would you do?
no before the ambulance came. Okay, but I know that there some type of bandage are there to bleeding is. Uh, I mean, you stop that bleeding, prevent that bleeding, so you can make some cloth on that part. The time bandage
Right.
is not available, so when I cloth that part, and at that time you can you do that primarily, right? And I don't believe that if anyone have interview, they can think about that. They just took that person and go to the interview hall because there's another tension on their mind,
Right,
on
right.
that
That's
person
true.
mind.
That's true. Okay. So, all right, then Partha, we'll end our session here because it's 10:56. And okay, so I want to say that I mean you've improved a lot with your fluency and everything, and you speak more now. But I would like to work a little on your pronunciation because you pronounce some words a little incorrectly, and a little on
Okay,
your tenses. So remind me the next time we'll work a little on your pronunciation and on your tenses. Otherwise, you're doing fine.
thank you.
All right, then. Thank you so much. Bye bye.